You're so merciful. You're so compassionate. But don't you care about godliness? And I think this is the struggle here that is very real. I do like what Moses does here in verse 8. And Moses made haste and bowed his head towards the earth and worshipped. And Moses made haste and bowed his head towards the earth and worshipped. I think verse 8 demonstrates God is proclaiming his name. God is proclaiming his character. Moses receives the revelation that's given to him by God, and his response is he made haste, bowed his head towards the earth, and worshipped. I think that makes more sense. I think if Moses was proclaiming it, I think it makes more sense that God's proclaiming it. I could be wrong, but that's the way I'm reading it. Here's the thing I guess I want to say, and I wanted to go further and take this further, but I'll wrap this up here. Because, well, I need to. So, let's do this. There is a complexity in God's character. And the complexity is this. The complexity is this. There are attributes of God that seem to be contradictory, but they're not contradictory in God. We have to acknowledge that tension. Realize that as we try to reflect those characteristics and those attributes, we do so imperfectly. And whenever we find the imbalance in ourselves and in our church, we have to strive together to work to try to reflect God's character in a better way. We're never going to do it perfectly. We're going to fall short continually, but we have to strive to do so. So understanding this, I think, is important. All right? There's a lot more I could say, but I will stop right there. I just kind of an impromptu devotional study. There's a lot more I want to say, but the live recording is about to get interrupted dramatically because my dog is looking at me. He's standing at the door. He's about to start barking. And so if I don't stop, well, this is going to be bad. So in this live devotional study, we've had a phone ringing in the background, a bug attacked me, and a dog that's red. You see how now once the live recording is over, all these things will stop. That's the way it works. All right. Again, this is a real devotional study. Isn't that what happens in your life when you're trying to do a devotional time? Everything happens when you sit down to have a devotional time, doesn't it? I'm going to sit down. Phone rings. Kids needs me. This happens. And then you're like, forget it. But the minute you say, forget it, I'm not going to have my devotional time, everything turns peaceful and tranquil. It's just weird how that works. All right. Well, if you have any thoughts on this concept, I know we didn't even really flesh this out. We kind of just built a skeleton. But there's a concept here I'm really trying to flesh out, and I've kind of given it to you. Please let me know what you think. You can email me at newsif@yahoo.com. All right, Exodus chapter 34. All right, verse 4 through 8. I want you to really think about that. And remember, let's continue to try to figure out what Discover the Word is doing with the greatest commandment. Let's continue to pay attention to that. We need to talk about that more as well. All right, everyone have a great day. And may God bless you as you meditate and think about His Word. God bless.